First, the headlines. MLA of Sagolban AC RK Imo, MLA of Saikul AC Yamthong Haukip joined BJP in New Delhi. MLA of Langthabal Assembly Constituency Karam Shyam says he will join BJP on November 11, flays Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joy Kumar for criticizing him. MLA of Patsoy AC AK Mirabai refutes reports, says she will not join BJP under any circumstances. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. In a major blow to the Congress party in Manipur, former Congress MLA of Sagolban Assembly Constituency RK Imo and Congress MLA of Saikul Assembly Constituency Yamthong Haukip have joined BJP today. The reception program for the two MLAs was held at the headquarters of BJP in New Delhi. Former Chief Minister of Assam and Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal and National Spokesperson of BJP and in charge of Manipur Sambit Patra attended the program. Speaking on the occasion, Sambit Patra expressed happiness over the two important persons joining BJP. The party must try to get more than 40 representatives and get 2/3 of the majority in Manipur Assembly in the upcoming general election.
We take this opportunity of welcoming Shri R.K. Imo Singh to the fold of Bharatiya Janata Party, and we can assure him that this is a democratic political party where you have an open field and a level playing ground where you can perform your best under the guidance of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, under the guidance of our party President Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda ji.
Speaking after joining BJP, RK Imo said the development of Manipur has significantly improved in the last 5 to 6 years. Expressing his appreciation for welcoming them to the party, he asserted that he will work to make sure the party wins 2/3 of the majority in the general election.
जब पिछले 2017 में जब हम लोग आए थे उस टाइम पे देयर वाज सो मच ऑफ इश्यूज ऑफ हिल वैली डिवाइड, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इश्यू, कितने महीने वहां पे बंद ब्लॉकेड होता था। आज वो देखने को नहीं मिलता हमारे मणिपुर में। हमें ये जो मौका मिला है यहां आने को, वी वांट टू वर्क फॉर दिस पार्टी, फॉर द गवर्नमेंट, टू इंश्योर दैट देयर इज स्टेबिलिटी in our state under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, and to ensure that we come back to power again by 2/3 majority in the next election.
Former Minister of CAF and PD, MLA of Langthabal Assembly Constituency Karam Shyam, who won the election to the 11th Manipur Legislative Assembly on the ticket of Lokjan Shakti Party LJP, have announced that he will be joining BJP on November 11. Addressing the media at his residence at Lilong Chazing, the former Minister of CAF and PD Karam Shyam said LJP is losing its status as a national and state party. As such, he decided to join BJP as might become a party-less MLA and assured to work towards strengthening the party. Speaking on the remarks made by the Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joy Kumar about an aspiring candidate from the constituency, Karam Nabakishore, he slammed him as an unworthy leader who lacks political ethics and integrity. One must not boast about himself. Karam Shyam stressed that he will not copy Joy Kumar, but Joy Kumar must copy him.
Party के leader मना Deputy CM ना मणिपुर की प्रजा दा इस Karam Shyam matam ga chunadri gaina Karam Sham Matam Suna, the deputy CM the Kamai Sunariba. Kanga the Neva, Nang the Kanal they wang Nang with the Neva, Nang with the Saputa, Bun Labanati. Ado Karam Sham no Tazo Gimaram the personal in Wang Nangudi. Manus Agimaram the Nangi. Tamjo, Ko Lebaki Lusimbo, Giti Tamjo, Kango, Migi Maram the personal Wang, which is certainty was a Kango. Nasi Nang et Nasia, deputy CM and Nanghali never say. Man and Nanghali never. Mangi Mang and Maquin Karishin give a my party, Saukan, my vote can and wonders of me. Popo Joy Command Agimaram the Kanga the Vanati, Naki at the Kaya Pesaki Asaru Bainova. Mapamarang Kanga Mikara, integrity out the at the Punsi Zuranti, the my boy, the Mikara and Angel Lagaman at the Pungang Sakway Brava. Sumagi Wakalonze, I Yaninde, Selens away, on the Balkan representing a Tamoy Chopo Wapa Mapamarang Kanga and Nangmado. Uripoke Prazana, Mabu, at the Magi, Matangi election 22, Adum Kangani, Lang the Balkan Represa, Sina Karam Shambu, Kanano, the Kanga, Adum Udnarkani.
MLA of Patsoy Assembly constituency A.K. Mirabai has categorically stated that there is no question of leaving Congress and selling its ideology to join BJP. She said this while talking to media at the Bir Tikendrajit International Airport just before leaving for Delhi, rubbishing the reports in certain section of press stating that MLA of Patsoy AC A.K. Mirabai, MLA of Tengnopal AC D.K. Korungthang, MLA of Karong AC D.D. Thaisi and MLA of Thangmaiban AC K.H. Joykisan are about to join BJP. She said she has been in Congress party for around 41 years and will not leave a blot to the party to gain some personal benefits. But MLAs D.K. Korungthang and D.D. Thaisi have also rejected the reports. She appealed to the people to stop spreading false rumor about her joining BJP as the preparations for Congress to win big in the upcoming general election and form a government are in full swing. Speaking about her Delhi trip, she said as the final case hearing for 12 parliamentary secretaries appointed by the state government filed by the Congress party is going to be held tomorrow, she will be there to know the final decision of the case.
Congress Party ki asuk phajakraba ideology si thadokuna BJP gumba party amada yawba haibisidi aikoi leiriba hangoi nate tasengnamak matam-matamgi khudong chaba yengaga party bu amuba kalina taisangadauba Mirabai nate haibasi ai mayamda thamjari madugi damakta aikoi BJP bu maithiba pinabagi damakta Congress Party na sem chaba loire haibasi bachu ai thamjari miyam punamang mipaina biganu Congress ki sarkar soidana lakani aikoi kanasu hongloi Hoi kanagumba khara aikoi leiriba hanadagi koina Congress party gi manungda leibadagi minus chalaba ama ani ahum dilai aduga adu nataba ataidi aikoina haiba ngamde mamingdi panjaroi aduga matamna puraklagani makha tabadi Congress party dagi MLA amata thokani haibase ai gi wakhanda thajaba leite.
Troops of 43 Assam Rifles More have recovered huge caches of IED bombs and other items used in making explosives. According to reports received from More, troops of 43 Assam Rifles saw some individuals riding kendo bike coming from a forest in Myanmar towards Betuk village in the Indo-Myanmar border around 8 p.m. last night. After seeing the security personnel, the riders fled, leaving behind some boxes. Upon checking the contents of the boxes, the troops recovered 243 IED bombs. The troops also recovered 197 IEDs weighing 250 gram and 500 gram, 33 directional IED weighing 3 kg each, 4 directional IED weighing 4 kg, 9 directional IED weighing 5 kg each, and 50-meter long Cortex, some electrical wires, 2 pieces of 12-volt battery, and 5 kg of IED making materials. The recovered items have been handed over to More police station, the reports added. Many theatre-based organizations and individuals have expressed condolence over the sudden demise of former director of Langmaidong Dramatic Union and theatre artist Ilangbam Birkumar. The union organized a condolence meeting for State Kala Academy awardee Ilangbam Birkumar at its office on Sunday. Artists and members of the union observed a 2-minute silence in his honor. Kala Ketra, Manipur Theatre Academy Wangoi, Theatre Center Manipur, Koripaba Artists Association Nambol, Neta Ruplaya Theatre of Ilang Kangpokpi, Manipur State Kala Academy, Kangla Theatre Marathon Uchiwa, Yumjao Lairambi Dramatic and Cultural Union, Liberty Theatre, Kakching and Theatre Mirror, Haubam Marak have conveyed condolence messages expressing grief for the sudden demise of director, playwright and actor. They also shared grief of the bereaved family.
My contribution to the arts ki lamda angpani lamidong dramatic union ki song angpani yam pajana contribute tawirami festival se sahi kuding unna bona bada kana matana mateng pangbina bale taba matam masum manaba mateng pangbina leit matam da matanda na festival sahi umari singi sinbam leita dana lamidong baja lampa ka tawbiba nunga tharak paga ko ka ji ai da khawi sumana drama ki lamda Lamidong dramatic union ki maming chatna bohanaba kaidana bohanaba festival kaidana bohanaba artist man kaidana bohanaba yam toina aionda parisa ngasisu ma leirambadagi union si hingbari haibada thudon haiman bathoi Lamidong dramatic union di siri elangma bir kumar laman ponsin jarbani habse haiman bathoi na kali hai bring the lakada festival su sahi amati kathong ni My bring the Karigme award am supinning drama Sansan Pibam to Ena Lawi. Mona Jobus Danza Limatangi. Mana Pipi inspiration may am the Pudung Ilaga. Man de Santa Piramba. Man Takpiramba Kwepuna Bakshina. Madam Bada Lamadum Dramati in the Lepang and Jerry.
Former captain of the Indian women's football team, Oinam Bambam Devi, was honored with the Padma Shri. Padma Shri Award is the country's fourth highest civilian award. The ceremony for presenting Padma Awards was held at Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Union External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar were among the attendees. The Padma Awards are one of the highest civilian honors of India, announced annually on the eve of Republic Day. Imphal West Police today destroyed a large number of dices and illegally modified silencer pipes by running them over with a roller. The items were destroyed on the campus of Imphal West Police Station. 600 sets with 2 extra dices and illegally modified 61 silencer pipes. Speaking on the occasion, Superintendent of Police for Imphal West District, Dr. S. Ibomcha, said the department conducted drive against Lagao Khauba 15 days prior to Diwali across the state and also announced a reward to the police station with maximum number of Lagao related items. A total of 3,602 dices were seized by the different police stations. Imphal Police Station made the highest seizure with 90 sets, 540 dices and 61 modified silencer pipes. The seized items were crushed to powder by running over with a roller. SP Ibomcha appealed to the people not to take part in such gambling as it is a bad influence to the society.
aduga challenge pipe sing ase hosing mayam ni mangda koi roller na ta koi destroy to jagani mayam ni mangda madu uchage aduga aina ngam da appeal to janingi masi lagaw dai samada dum yam tangam gani aduga madi dos na tana koi gambling to bai se suki matik fatte aduna masi to bi ganu na ai haijari mayam.
Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
LX Sublimation. Pauna Bazaar Imphal, JMG Shopping Complex, first floor. Mafam asida mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame, sublimation ki pot khuding mug wholesale da pangbigani. Items available are mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame. All the mentioned items will be available at wholesale rate in LX Sublimation.
Welcome back. India recorded 11,451 fresh COVID-19 cases with 266 deaths, 5.5% higher than yesterday, taking the overall cases to 3.43 crore across the country. The death toll in the country, however, reached 4.61 lakh. The recovery rate is currently at 98.24%, which is the highest since March 2020. India's active caseload stood at 1.42 lakh, the lowest figure in 262 days. According to the Health Ministry data, active cases account for less than 1% of the total cases at 42%. So far, 108.47 crore vaccine doses have been administered. Globally, the number of COVID cases are approaching the 250 million mark as the surge from the Delta variant eases and more normal trade and tourism resume. Former Deputy Prime Minister and BJP's longest-serving President L.K. Advani turned 94 today, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and many other leaders greeting him and lauding his contributions to the country and the party. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh hailed Advani as an inspiration and guide and said he is counted among those most respected leaders whose scholarship, foresight and intellect are acknowledged by everyone. BJP President J.P. Nadda praised the veteran leader for taking the party to the masses and playing a key role in the country's development. Wishing him a long and healthy life, he said Advani was an inspiration to crores of party workers. The principal architect of the BJP's rise as a major national political party, as he tied its fortunes with the Ram Janmabhoomi movement in the late 80s, Advani crafted and shaped Hindutva politics and spearheaded the party and its forerunner Jana Sangh for decades, along with former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. An active terrorist of Lashkar-e-Taiba (LET), the Resistance Front TRF, was arrested by security forces in Wahadan area of South Kashmir's Anantnag district. A senior police officer said that, based on specific information, a search operation was lauded at Wahadan area of Asmukam by joint forces of Jammu and Kashmir Police and Army's 3RR Rashtriya Rifles during wee hours. The officer further said that during such operation, one active militant identified as Hafiz Abdullah Malik, resident of Ganjipora, was arrested. From his possession, one pistol and 7 rounds were also recovered. He was active since September 25 this year, the officer said. Meanwhile, following the interrogation, the terrorists led search parties to Katsu Forest. The security forces recovered one AK-47, 2 magazines along with 40 rounds from the spot, the officer added. Iraqi Prime Minister Mustafa al-Kadhimi escaped unharmed from an armed drone assassination attempt in Baghdad, officials said on Sunday, in an incident that raised tension in Iraq weeks after a general election disputed by Iran-backed militant groups. Kadhimi appeared in video footage published by his office on Sunday, chairing a meeting with top security commanders to discuss the drone attack. The cowardly terrorist attack that targeted the home of the Prime Minister last night with the aim of assassinating him in a serious targeting of the Iraqi state by criminal armed groups, his office said in a statement after the meeting. 6 of Kadhimi's guards outside his residence in the fortified green zone were wounded. 3 drones were used in the attack, including 2 that were downed by security forces, while a 3rd drone hit the residence. State news agency INA quoted an Interior Ministry spokesperson as saying no group immediately claimed responsibility. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. MLA of Sagolban AC RK Imo, MLA of Saikul AC Yamthong Haukip joined BJP in New Delhi. MLA of Langtabal Assembly Constituency Karam Siam says he will join BJP on November 11, flays Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joy Kumar for criticizing him. MLA of Patsoy AC AK Mirabai refutes reports, says she will not join BJP under any circumstances. And with that, it's a wrap for this evening news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.